All right, not too bad of a Sunday. Our fall-like weekend continues. Not too bad.
Not too bad. Yeah,
cold,
definitely a little less nice than yesterday. Yesterday ended up being pretty decent. A lot of sunshine. Today, more clouds. Chance for a shower, but you know what? If you've been putting off your chores for the weekend until today, you know what? Maybe a good decision because it's a good day to be inside. So, cloudy skies out there this morning. Few mountain rain and snow showers. All of us have the potential to see a few scattered showers through the day today, all thanks to this boundary, which is basically clipping the state for our Sunday. But mostly the high pressure system off to our west, that's keeping us fairly dry and nice through the early part of the week. So going to be pretty quiet here in Maine the next few days other than a couple showers today. We're also continuing to watch major Hurricane Melissa down to our south. Category 4 hurricane this morning. It's really gone through some incredible intensification. This time yesterday, just a tropical storm. And now look at this, a fully formed, incredibly symmetric hurricane there. You can see the eye of the storm just about 100 miles southeast of the island of Jamaica. This will be probably Jamaica's worst hurricane ever recorded. Latest stats on Melissa, latest advisory just came out a few minutes ago. Winds at 140 miles per hour. That makes it a Category 4 storm. And it will likely peak as a Category 5 hurricane today or tomorrow before a landfall in Jamaica Monday night into Tuesday. And Jamaica has never recorded a storm higher than Category 3, so any storm of Category 4 or 5 intensity would be their strongest hurricane ever. Major impact expected there. After that, a major impact expected on Cuba on the eastern part of the island with a landfall there as a major hurricane probably in the Tuesday, Wednesday timeframe, and then Thursday moving out to the Atlantic, thankfully heading out to sea as Melissa moves away. But this will be a major storm. I would not be shocked if that name ends up getting retired after the season with the big impact we are expecting. Now back here in Maine, thankfully not tracking any hurricanes. Pretty quiet weather, in fact, out in the Gulf of Maine today. 2-foot seas, winds out of the north at 5 to 10 knots. And in fact, today's weather in general, cool and fairly quiet. A lot of clouds out there, chance for a shower or two, but it's a pretty low chance. Most of us staying fairly dry with our high right around 50 degrees. So cool today, only around 50 in Bangor, 40s in the mountains, 52 for the high today in Portland. So quite cool across the state with that chance for a shower. And today's temperatures carry over into tomorrow, right around 52 on Monday. Beyond that, a little warmer Tuesday and Wednesday as we get sunny skies. And then we're tracking a storm system late in the week that, yes, could impact your Halloween plans. So high pressure in place through midweek, Tuesday and Wednesday. Those are your nicest days with plenty of sunshine. A great forecast for those couple days. And then we're watching our late week storm. Now, some models showing this still moving in on Thursday, increasing indication that this doesn't move in really until Friday. And that's going to be an issue for Halloween because that means it's probably ending up pretty wet during the day on Halloween. Now, I mentioned Melissa. Of course, that's not really going to directly impact us, but it's going to be not too far away offshore. And this storm system, which is pushing it out to sea, will tap into Melissa's moisture and basically increase the potential for heavy rain on Halloween. So while I don't expect any hurricane impacts, Halloween could be pretty wet, and that could include trick-or-treat time. In fact, the trends have not been our friend when it comes to rain during trick-or-treat time. So keep that in mind if you're taking the kids out trick-or-treating on Friday evening. Yeah, a rain jacket might become part of your costume this year. So here's a look at our 7-day forecast. Chance for a shower today. Fairly similar forecast tomorrow. It's a slightly lower chance of a shower, but couldn't rule one out during the day on Monday. Beyond that, Tuesday and Wednesday bring improvements. Sunny skies expected Tuesday and Wednesday before watching Thursday into Friday. Although I bet that rain chance does get taken off of Thursday and really just ends up on Friday. Looks like that's been the trend here for the wet weather. And of course, unfortunately, that's Halloween, but you know, at least the weather's kind of spooky for Halloween.
Very true. Mary Poppins is an easy costume if you happen to have all of those items in your closet.
You know, an umbrella, the little like bowler hat, a huge bag that, you know, you can pull things out of endlessly. I mean, that's a pretty good costume.
Get creative with it.
Maybe I'll go as Mary Poppins this year.